Recently, I was talking to a manager from the tech industry, a leader who has been around for 12, 15 years or so, handled multiple projects, delivered them successfully. Leadership trusts them to deliver. And they were complaining about something. So they weren't being looked at for promotion, and the recent review feedback was quite hard. It said that they are not able to think strategically and that they need to focus on that. And they were sharing that how it landed hard considering all the effort, all their work that had gone in delivering so many projects successfully in the past several years for this organization. Right? This is a curious place to be at, literally at crossroads for somebody who's been there, whom the leadership trusts in terms of execution. You know, boom, boom, boom. They're there to deliver. They know how to get people together, how to hold them, how to, move them forward, ensure that the risks are taken care adequately so that the project gets delivered without getting delayed. Yet the leadership is not looking at them in terms of promotion, in terms of strategic thinking. So what is it that could be missing? Now, when we look at it in the form of a container regarding my project, right? So you are then talking about all the different things that impacts your project, the people, the processes, the product in itself, and you're making sure that everything functions cohesively. And you are basically communicating about that to the leadership to say that, hey, this has been done and our quarter looks good, blah blah blah. That's great, but that's not exactly what the leadership is looking to hear from you. What they are looking for is really a signal that tells them that this person knows to judge well, to think strategically. So how does that sound? So for example, let's say that your team worked over the weekend, in order to resolve a particular issue that could have just brought down the entire product down, and they have finished that successfully. You are not just stopping there, you are looking to see above and beyond to understand the dependencies, to get to the root cause of what exactly happened and what it is that you need to do at a broader scale to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again. And so when you communicate to leadership as, yes, we got this done, my team did an awesome job, they worked over the weekend actually to get this fixed, but I want to bring in a proposal next month to make sure that this doesn't happen again, because the next time if it were to happen, this could cost us a month, and I want to ensure that the next quarter roadmap is on track. Now, several things are happening at once. You are still executing successfully, you are sharing your team's successes, yet at the same time, you are not thinking like this. You have basically broadened your vision to see what else is happening, right? Scanning the environment, talking to the relevant stakeholders to see what else can be done to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again. And you're not waiting for anybody to, bring in a proposal. You are confidently putting it forward to the leadership to say that this is what I suggest based on my experience, my judgment, my skills. And when that happens, when you start doing this consistently, every time you are in a room with leadership, the senior leadership cannot ignore you, because they will start trusting your signal for judgment. If you are liking the content so far in my channel, go ahead, like and subscribe, and that would hugely help. Also, please share your thoughts on what other topics could be most relevant to you, and I'll be happy to put in content on that front.